What does freedom really mean? That's a good question. Hi, friends, and welcome back. It's Diane here for another follow-up to our The Crew episode on solo living. One of the comments we received really stuck with me. Someone wrote, "Freedom is very strange to me. I have to learn what it actually means." Isn't that powerful? I think, I think so many of us can relate to that. So today, I want to unpack that little word, freedom, because it can mean very different things at very different times in our lives. Freedom in our 20s. When I think back to my 20s, freedom looked a lot like independence for the very first time. Moving out, making my own money, deciding who I wanted to spend time with. And of course, it came with a lot of trial and error, but it felt wide open, like anything was possible. That kind of freedom was exciting, but also a little bit scary. You're standing on your own 2 feet for the first time, and you're not quite sure where they'll take you. Fast forward to my 40s, and freedom meant something very different. By then, life was more structured. There were responsibilities like children, careers, mortgages, relationships. Freedom wasn't about doing whatever I wanted anymore. It was more about carving out space within all of that. Maybe freedom meant a girls' night out or having a moment to read a book without being interrupted. It was about boundaries too, claiming little pieces of time and energy for myself. And now here I am, later in life, in my 70s, and freedom has taken on yet another meaning. Some days it feels expansive. The ability to choose how I spend my day, to linger over coffee or even travel when I want to. Other days, it feels a bit unsettling because freedom also means the structure is gone. There's no boss expecting me to work. There's no spouse setting the weekend schedule. I get to decide. And sometimes that much freedom feels kind of strange. It's like standing in front of a blank canvas. That can be exciting, but it can also be intimidating because the question becomes, what do I want to paint now? What I've realized is that freedom isn't a single definition. It changes with each chapter, and sometimes we need to relearn what it means all over again. At one stage, freedom might be independence. At another, it might be the ability to say no. And now it might simply be the chance to live on my own terms with no one else's script guiding me. So I'd love to hear from you. What does freedom mean to you in this chapter of your life? Is it exciting? Uncomfortable? A mix of both? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your reflections might even inspire our next conversation on The Crew. If this reflection got you thinking, please give the video a like so that more women can join us, and hit subscribe if you'd like to be part of these ongoing conversations. Freedom might look different for all of us, but the beauty is we get to define it for ourselves. I'll see you in the comments, my friends.